everybody, welcome back to my channel and to another vlog. Today, you'll probably tell from the title and the thumbnail, Sir Banksy and I are off for another spot of training with Cameron, which I'm super excited about. I'm trying not to be too high-pitched and squealy, but I am excited. And it feels so good to feel excited about training. I never used to like lessons at all. Oh my goodness, what's that kitten doing? Reg, what are you doing? Oh, he's chasing his tail. You don't need to see that on camera. Yeah, I never used to be excited at all about lessons. I used to actually dread them. I would only ever do group lessons. I would never do solo lessons because I didn't like all of the focus being on me. I like the breathers that you get in group lessons. And I used to just really suffer badly with anxiety about the thought of going to a lesson more than I would competing. And I know a lot of people, probably wouldn't understand or believe that considering what we do, but it is just honestly really, really strange. Up until not even 2 years ago, I had never had a solo lesson with Banksy, and that was even after owning him 6 years. So it feels really, really good to finally be able to enjoy training. I wish it hadn't taken me this long, but hey, we can't help it. Everybody does things at different rates and different paces. What I am going to be asking and speaking to Cameron about today, however, is the fact that I just feel like I don't really have any goals. I'm enjoying the training, I'm benefiting massively from the training, but I just don't really know what I want to work towards or achieve from it. I've never been one to really set goals. However, I just feel like I'm training and training at the minute, but I don't really know what I want the final outcome to be. I need to discuss it with him. After editing back the camp footage, where him and Em were talking about, I should have done this when Em was here really, shouldn't I? Maybe I'll talk a bit about this on the way up in the car, because Emily is on her way to come with me, and we'll just discuss my qualms and thoughts about training. Everything's loaded. I've actually put in my jump saddle and my dressage saddle because I'm not sure what he is going to be wanting us to do or what I want to do. Like I said, I'm all a bit confused. I'm enjoying it all, but I just don't really know where I'm going with it. So maybe I'm being over analytical, maybe I'm thinking far too much about it, maybe I should just carry on enjoying it, but I feel like I need to set some kind of goal and train towards something, but I'm in such a pickle about what I want that to be. I really don't know. Anyway, as I said, everything's loaded. Got my big camera because hopefully Em can take some footage. I've got fresh saddle pad, clean-ish boots, and then I've got a little selection in here of Y food for Cameron because he'd never tried them before up until camp, and then he was having them every day. He said he is a heller. When he teaches all day, he never eats. He literally just teaches for like 10, 11 hours straight and has a bottle of Coke or Dr. Pepper. So I thought I'll take him an array of flavours because I know at camp he only tried coffee and one other, can't think which one other it is. Anyway, Em's here, let's get Banks loaded, get on the road, and we'll talk a bit more when we are en route. Okay, no, I'm back again already. The reason I mentioned Y food, oh my brain's like a sieve today, is because it's my birthday on what day? Monday. Filming this prematurely, obviously, and I'm hoping this will go live the day after my birthday. And Y food have very kindly given me a 20% off code. They gave it to me a few months ago. It benefited a lot of you, so they have very kindly, for my birthday, given me another one. So that means that you get a whopping 20% off should you wish to give it a try. But we'll talk a bit more about that shortly because I'm going to be late. Hey Nala, we've arrived. Yeah, you haven't even said hello yet. Oh, you have, but...
Oh, I thought you were filming me earlier. No, I've been a busy bee. I'm still working.
Yeah.
The best thing about this car, this Ranger, has actually got a proper plug. So I don't ever need to worry, and then you hotspot off your phone. Ideal.
This first bit is bumpy, isn't it?
I came to give you, like, company, but I've actually spent quite a lot of the time on a call.
Yeah, you spoke to me the whole way. This was the first time we spoke since you pulled into the driveway.
I know.
I was going to say Cameron Yard, it's not Cameron Yard.
And look how dark that cloud looks. I'm not going to get out for a minute.
I didn't bring a coat.
No, I'm in a sleeveless top. I brought a hoodie in case it was a bit chilly.
I know, it's lush at home and it's been raining most of the way up.
Yes.
But I was just telling you my dilemma of I don't know if I want to repeat this. I wish the camera was on a minute ago. Because I said, I'm so confused, I don't know what I'm aiming for, what I'm doing.
You're having all these lessons but don't know what you're actually doing.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, oh, let's go and jump another round. Let's jump a little bit higher. But I don't really feel like I've got a goal or anything that I'm trying to actually aim for. Em reminded me that I have got 2 regional final qualifications. But the trouble is, one's in South Yorkshire. Do I really want to drive that far? It's a long blinking way. Depends how determined to get. Yeah, I know your reaction. Would you go to South Yorkshire? Yeah, you did. Back to basics.
I went
to North Yorkshire.
For dressage. So yes, no, don't say that to me.
Differences between me and you.
That's the thing, don't let me put you
Sway
off,
me,
and
exactly.
also that it's my goal is to try and get to badminton.
Yeah.
That it might not be yours, so that's absolutely
I know,
fine.
and I think I would love to go to the regional finals. I'd love to do well, I'd love to qualify, but I don't actually know if I want to ride there. I like going to badminton just for the jolly.
How much did you enjoy doing Swaycliffe Riding Club Champs?
Yeah, to be fair, I did.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I think it's very similar, and also it's badminton.
Yeah, and I feel I owe it to Banksy because he's perfect. I feel, and you said as well, if I put in the hard work, he is perfectly capable of getting there and doing it. But that's where we got a little bit of debate to have with Cameron, because Cameron thinks I should be going up higher sooner. But then he's a pro rider. Well, he's not a pro rider. He's a
coach.
He's a coach who wants to ride at a highest level possible in eventing.
Yeah.
I have no aspirations to ride at the highest level possible in eventing at all. I don't have any aspirations to ride above 100, but I would like to competently tackle 100 courses again, like we did in 18-19.
It would be nice just that, you know, every time that you enter an event you're doing 100 and you
Yeah, exactly.
back
I'm not
down
like,
to 90
oh, I don't know
because
about
it's
that
Bicton.
one. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Well, there
I
you
feel
go
like
then.
we're a
That's
little bit more on the same wavelength though than me and Cameron, because Cameron's ready to push me for more. And as much as
Which you've pushed yourself in the show jumping, so now you've
Yeah.
only got to push yourself in the cross country.
Which is silly because I've done it so many times. Why am I even doubting it?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, comment below. What do you think she should do?
I think I go as well, like, oh, Banks is in his prime now, but equally, I'm like, he doesn't have anything to prove. Does he need to go bigger? But he's capable. I know he is. I'm just contradicting everything I'm saying.
Everything, and also, when you complete a 90, you
don't
even
get
say that you
I
don't get the
know,
buzz.
I know.
So, actually, do you know what? I think you just sort of ban yourself. You've been jumping up bigger than that, what you jumped up at Coleraine. I think you need to ban yourself from even thinking about entering a 90 and just enter 100.
But then does that mean I do or don't bother with doing the regional finals?
I would, personally, I would do the regional final, but only,
They are more
I'm only going to
challenging anyway.
say...
Was the cross-country at Chillington more challenging than a normal 90?
No.
No.
It was a lovely... No, it wasn't.
Okay.
No, it wasn't, if I'm
sometimes
honest.
they are, aren't they? Or meant to be.
It was there were a couple of things
The
with
dressage is
undulating.
harder.
Yeah, because that's on quite slow. The undulating ground, the show jumping was the hardest thing there. That was the most influential. Let's not remind myself.
But anyway,
of that one.
yeah, no.
What I was going to say is, I honestly wouldn't bother if you're not going to be going to a school at least twice a week. Schooling.
Because that's what Cameron said. He said, and he didn't like you calling him out on it the other day on the vlog, did he? But he said, basically, when we're dressage at 90, come on, car, I'm in first, you can pull. It's a steep hill, mind. Is not good enough to... He said 90 area festivals are often a dressage competition. My dressage is not good enough to qualify. And you feel like that possibly set me a challenge, but I don't know if I'm dedicated enough to use that as a challenge.
And that's what I mean. If you're not, then I wouldn't bother.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
In all honesty.
Fair one.
But I remember before mine, I was having weekly lessons, not always jumping, but having weekly lessons and schooling as well.
Yeah, I know. So I need to learn to love the dressage.
When have you last been to a school and not a lesson?
I don't like going on my own.
Well, that's something that's your goal.
And what was the text I sent to you the other day? Do you want to do elementary on...
What, so that then I school your horse?
No, just, yeah. Oh, we are back on, sorry. I thought you turned it off.
No, it was
I was watching how nice this one
because it was 5 minutes, Tina.
Oh, well, which one? Yes. Okay, well.
Oh, welcome to Tina's brain. Basically.
Yeah, welcome inside my head.
Yeah, that's what she's doing. Anyway, you need to get ready. I need to do some more work. So get tacked up.
And then we'll have this debate with Cameron too, and then we might have a goal by the end of this video. I'll let you know. Stay tuned. Does that mean I need to use my dressage saddle today, not my jump? I put both in.
I'm not gonna. You've got to make some decisions yourself.
I'm gonna let I was gonna say I'm gonna let Cameron decide.
Do you need to go in there and jump things?
I like jumping.
I know you like jumping, but do you need to?
Well, I feel after Sunday I need another reiteration of not flapping in front of bigger fences, but then if I'm not going to be jumping bigger fences, I don't need to. Oh, the dilemma. Bye.
Bye.
Hello.
The famous question, are we vlogging?
I thought we might have one lesson without, I don't know.
We will, Cam, we will, just not today.
Yeah,
Not today, alright?
So, what are we working on today? What have you got coming up? What do you want to play with?
This is a little bit of the debate.
We've been having a little bit of a dilemma.
Okay.
Well, not a dilemma, it's not a dilemma.
Okay, go on.
I was just saying that I don't really...
Hello,
He's like, oh, hi, Uncle
Hello.
Banksy. Uncle Banksy on camera, of course. That's how my brain's working today. My dilemma is...
Yes.
I don't really know what I'm working towards or aiming for.
Okay, yeah.
And I just feel like it's fantastic that I'm enjoying lessons.
Yeah.
Brilliant, because I never used to.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm really enjoying or looking to do... Yes, I've been going show jumping.
Yeah.
I withdrew from Launceston.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably used the ground a little bit as an excuse because just couldn't be bothered to do it.
Yeah.
I was feeling a bit meh.
You just feel
Feeling
like...
a bit like if I go out and do 90 and don't do well, I'll be disappointed in myself.
Yeah.
And just don't really know what to do.
And you wouldn't have rode properly
I've got
because
two
of the ground
regional
either.
finals that, like I've said, do I want to go to South Yorkshire? Do I want to go to wherever they are?
Yeah.
Like, I just feel a bit like I should
Where
be
am I
embracing
going
him.
with it? Yeah.
And like we say, he is in his prime. I want to do as much as possible, not as much. I do want to get. I want to get back to feeling competent at 100. Really, I think. But I don't know. I think it's
But is it?
now.
I feel like we all have the pressure, and I should be promoting it, but to go eventing.
Yeah.
But actually, eventing doesn't have to be what you do with.
I know, and I
did.
did just say
You
to
just
Em
said that to me.
I said I enjoyed eventing when it was me, her, look.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I don't mention Lola's name.
I'm alright, it's
I
you.
enjoyed the weekends away
Yeah.
together and doing it, staying away, stuff like that. I don't really enjoy it.
But
You sound like you got a quibble in your throat.
Oh no.
But also, I would say where you live in the country.
It's a long way.
It does make it hard because there are barely any events in Cornwall, and you have to travel miles
Yeah,
for
the
everything.
one that was in Cornwall I didn't even go to. What's wrong with me?
But then we were just off the back of Swipe Up Kick On,
Yeah.
and I think we built up a lot to that for the
Yeah.
excitement and everything, and then
Just wanted to breathe
I
there.
was shattered after
Yeah,
that. I bet
it
you were all
was.
shattered after
It was
that.
full on, wasn't it?
Exactly. So I think maybe if Launceston was 4 weeks after, you
You'd
might
been
have
excited
been able
for
to
it.
gear
Yeah,
back
that
up
makes
to it
sense.
again, but you were a bit on a
shaking.
down.
And then I think, sorry?
I'm shaking, sorry, I just
you?
noticed I was shaking.
And then I think also because I know I've been around the 100 competently twice
Yeah.
at Launceston, I was like,
Then what was the point in going?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were also concerned about the ground, so you knew that you wouldn't have ridden properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you looked into BS-wise, second round, stuff like that,
That's
things
all
to aim
to
towards?
me. Maybe I should, yeah, because we've had a couple of good British
Yeah,
novices,
totally.
haven't we?
And actually,
Why don't you do like jump off turns today?
we could do fun things like that. That sounds great. But actually then thinking of aims, think, okay, eventing-wise, are you already qualified towards the 3-day at the end of the year?
Yes.
I know, I won't be if I want to do the 100, will I? Because I'll have to get double clears or something under my belt, won't I think.
Have you, yes,
MER.
probably, yes, yeah.
I had it before, but I don't
So
know.
is that a good aim?
Yeah, possibly.
Did
I
you
think
enjoy
it
that
is.
last year?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So then make that
And
a
I think my partner in crime might aim to be there too. So
Yeah, but you just stopped me now because I will have to complete things beforehand, and I don't know if I'll have time to complete them.
yeah, you do have to.
Might be able to.
We
I
need
think it's
look
only
it up,
2.
don't we?
I think
Okay,
it's only 2. I might be wrong, but I'll check. But okay, so eventing wise, that could be our aim. So therefore, actually, it's not about being competitive then.
No.
It's about actually just getting the MERs to have fun, to get to the event where we just enjoy.
Yeah.
Rather than saying, let's get to Badminton Grassroots.
Yeah.
Let's get to the 103 day at the end of the year and have fun there. Okay, so then that's a big tick. So that's an end of year goal. And then, all right, when after today, we'll look at the calendar. We'll look at that. We'll work back. We'll look in the rule book. How many do we have to do? Which ones we want to do? We will get to them. Okay, yeah. So then that's that tick. But then BS wise,
Yeah.
because there's a lot more BS.
Renew the
going-
membership because I only did 6 months. That's
Yeah.
run out already. Used it twice.
But then there's a lot more achievable places to get to from
Okay.
Cornwall BS wise. I mean,
Okay.
isn't there? That
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
travel to a BS.
I mean, I've only been to
a lot
Coleraine,
easier
but yeah, I
than
think
that.
there's a few more.
There are.
Pendarvis, Tall Trees.
Yeah, and you can go on to Bicton.
Yeah.
Bicton, a whole
Everybody
lot.
says the summer shows
Yeah,
are good.
Chard.
Yeah.
It's not that far to get to. So
Oh, Chard always looks like a really nice
really,
place.
Really
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
Really, really lovely. So you
Is that
can
one
go
of
to
your
Chard.
most local then?
Yes, it is. Yes, Chard, and then there's.
So you could actually come and warm her up for
I
it.
could.
Ooh.
I could.
What? So that I don't.
As long as you don't beat me
so
if
that
I'm
I
on gap
don't-
speed.
so that I don't ruin the first fence in each round. Did you end up watching my videos or not?
I did.
Did I get any feedback?
Hold on, can you just
Get on my
pause?
pony.
I think get on your pony. I think get on your pony.
I think get on my
Good, because this is another 5-minute
If I'm
talk about
myself,
another 5 minutes talking about her goals.
We'll get on now. We'll get on and start walking him around whilst chatting.
Yeah, come on.
Thinking about almost what Emily said. I think that sounds like fun.
What, jump off terms?
We're doing something in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I just said to Cameron basically before Em started filming again, have I just ruined what you had planned for me? And he said yes.
But no, that's fine.
Not ruined, it's just made you...
altered and changed in
Yeah.
a brilliant way. You've taken
It's not-
ownership of your session.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Or Emily has.
Really indecisive.
no, you weren't indecisive at all. What you're saying to me is you're not content with the goals you have. So we need
Yeah,
to
I'll
split.
admit, I think everybody seems that their grassroots goal is to ride a badminton.
I know.
don't know if I was. I don't think I'd enjoy
Yeah.
the atmosphere, the pressure. I'd be worried that he'd be spooking all the crowds and all the stewards.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there we go, I've admitted it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't massively appeal to me.
No, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to.
Each to their own, and that's what I've also tried to say to...
Because he's perfectly capable of getting there.
Which is a little bit like I was saying to Emily about aiming towards, I don't know, the 6-year-old championships next year rather than just the grassroots, because I think there's more pressure. And I always joke about, I've said this to you probably 500 times, but the horse that I was lucky enough to take 4-star, Dennis, he did a 90 regional final, never qualified, 100 regional final, never qualified, novice regional final, never qualified, but qualified for the intermediate championships. Like, explain that one to me. Yeah, do you see my point? Is actually, if you stay trying to get that thing forever, it stops you from ever actually pushing yourself and moving past it. Yeah. And it stops.
But you have also said that you don't want to jump any bigger.
Not the meter really, no. But
No,
you don't
but
know when you feel, like you always say, when you feel more confident at it.
Exactly.
Like I wouldn't normally just go and enter a 105 show jumping round.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't scared about doing it. I was just scared about messing up.
The second half is certainly bigger than 105, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, the discovery was. The discovery that I did previously was bigger because this was unaffiliated.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll stop talking and start riding.
Good. So Tina, we're thinking about maybe doing some tighter jump-off turns now you're enjoying your BS so much. So we were just chatting. What are the 2 most important things that you need when doing a tight turn?
She's forgotten already.
Well, did I get it right before the camera was turned on?
Yes, you did.
Power.
Spot on. Why?
Because even though you're going for a tight turn, you still need the balance and impulsion off the ground.
Because what does the turn do to the power?
It reduces it.
It kills it.
Yeah,
exactly.
so you need more. Like you say when you're going into a corner in a car,
Spot on.
you do it all before the corner.
But then, say you were doing a tight turn in a car, you've actually really got to have the revs on, haven't you? Yeah.
What'd you put that there for, Uncle Cameron?
You've done rally driving, haven't you?
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. You said you did, didn't
No,
you?
my husband did.
Oh, God.
I've done a track day at Donington.
Okay, very good, very good. But again, if you watch those Formula 1 cars, they slow down before, but then they really accelerate around the turn, so the car doesn't lose the momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah? Exactly the same on a horse. So that was one. What was the other thing for a tight turn?
Balance and rhythm. No, did I say
Something really important. Because you might come out of the turn, so I'm coming to this, turn, only have 2 strides.
Oh, straightness.
Straightness, how do you know if they're straight? Because you don't really have time to assess
The
once you're
connection
straight.
between 50-50. Baby bird!
53rd and
We're not allowed to
50-50.
give too much away about that. They need to watch Swipe Up Kick On.
Exactly. But in general, 50-50. We've spoken
She
about
just
that a
rolled her
lot.
eyebrows at me. Her eyelid.
Can you not say that I just helped you with that?
Emily helped me with that.
But say I was coming round here, I have to have 15 each. If
Oh,
I
there's a bug on the
come
camera.
here,
Your inside ring, yeah.
and I've got more weight in this and less weight in this, I haven't got time to correct it.
No, okay.
And then, if I have an uneven contact on takeoff,
Uh-huh.
what does that mean he is going to do?
If you have an uneven contact, well, he's liable to chip an extra one in.
Yeah, or have it down because...
I've dropped him.
No, he is pushing unevenly, okay?
Oh, okay.
So, think about it logically. In order to have a nice clean jump, the hind legs and front legs have to be totally behind each other, so that when he sits like that, you jump. If he's like this, front leg, hind leg,
One gets a
which
bit
is what
left
happens.
behind.
Well, really, he's just pushing off of one leg here.
Okay.
So that's why they can't clear it. Does that make sense? as opposed to...
I had a great shot of that from behind.
On both. Stop it.
Can you do that in slow-mo? Really? Like you pulling Lucy's leg.
Oh, God. But yeah,
that
one
makes
leg,
sense.
this leg's useless now, he's just pushing off of one.
Yeah, okay,
rather
so he's
than
not
off
going to
of
get
both.
as much
So, exactly. And if he was,
elevation over the jump.
yeah, exactly. So that's why it's crucial to have 15 each, so you feel the hind legs. Think what you feel in your hand is what you feel in the hind leg.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's pushing off of both. That makes sense.
Yeah, very much so.
Good, good. I'm sure the demonstration helped.
Done enough theory.
No,
Just get on with it,
some more
T.
theory about warm-up jumps.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, we will do a theory about warm-up jumps. You're going to start over an oxer.
Oh my God.
Okay. So
Firstly, we've just said that Cameron doesn't like cross poles.
yes.
He didn't give us a cross-pole at camp, did he?
And
Even me on Addict.
over an oxer today.
Oh,
Okay. So say I was at a competition with you, warming you up. Why might I, for the horses and for your sake, do an oxer first?
No blinking idea. But I did have to call Rob in to do a cross-pole for me on Sunday, so he'd have loved it if I did an oxer first.
So an oxer.
I would, if I'm honest, I'd never ever think to do an oxer first.
So it's something Caroline Moore goes on about, and actually on her H&C masterclass she says about it.
Oh,
Okay.
we clearly haven't watched that one. Yeah.
But an oxer, what does that encourage the rider to do?
Actually ride.
Ride forward.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you
Yeah.
start your whole warm-up riding forward. They only have limited jumps on the day, so why waste jumps? Yeah. And what does it encourage for the horses jump?
Pick up.
To go up.
Yeah, and to open
Yeah,
up.
reach,
To
yeah.
And
open
open.
up, exactly,
Yeah.
in their whole body stretching.
Rather than just go
Exactly.
over a cross-pole like they can do.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
So,
makes sense.
we're going to start over an oxer today.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
How many jumps would you jump in a warm up?
It depends on the horse. If it's a young green horse, more.
Okay.
Yeah, and then actually I would start over a pole and a cross pole and an upright.
Okay.
Yeah, but with an experienced one that knows its job, I would do, I mean, Sox does 2 jumps, but then she's a bit of a weirdo. The
Yeah.
older ones, normal ones, would do probably about 6.
Okay.
Right, Tina, you're going to come left rein, inside here. Nearly. Ah, good girl. Just here,
Just
Tina.
wish I had a bit of control.
Yeah.
Now he's just doing.
Baby bird.
Oh my goodness.
Turn right. Good. Tina, inside the red jump. Inside this one here.
Yeah.
Gate in the door. Legs for steering.
Good.
Left. And again. Good. And just keep coming on this figure of 8 as I end up changing the oxer.
What am I doing, sorry?
Keep coming to the oxer of both reins. Steering with the legs. Good. And again. Can you just grow the canter for me a little bit? Better. Good. And again off the left. Tina, what were you saying to me about a tighter turn? What type of canter do you need?
Bigger.
Exactly. You've got to think medium because the turn's going to sap it. Brilliant. And again, how did that feel? Yeah. The turn saps it, so you've got to give it to him. Give him the energy. And now body two. Good. Left, come again.
Hey, you got the right leg that time.
Really nice, wasn't it? Think of what the turn does to the canter.
Ooh, overshot that. Good pony.
Good.
But actually,
Once
look like you had
more.
a better stride to it.
Totally.
I love how quick he runs.
Keep it.
Good boy.
Lovely. Have a little breather. Tina, how's that feeling?
Yeah, very nice. Thank you.
Really, really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice.
And you've whacked up pretty high already without me even noticing. Yeah.
Nice height. What I'm liking,
Yeah.
because one thing you did say to me earlier, which I am a little bit concerned about, is you said you seem to ride well when I'm here, but perhaps when I'm not there, you're just freezing a little bit.
100%.
I'm trying my hardest to say less.
Oh no!
Oh,
And then we can reflect afterwards, but
yeah, that's a yeah.
I'm trying my hardest to say less, Tina. okay? And give you the exercise, you figure it out, okay? So you're not relying on waiting for me to tell you something, okay?
Yeah. Because unfortunately you won't come to Coleraine on my BS day.
Unfortunately, there'll be days there where you want to win your newcomers and I won't be there.
Okay.
Right.
I get it.
What we're going to do now, we're going to come left rein down over our upright to our oxer. Actually, no, scrap that. Oxer to upright. Turn left back on yourself over that upright there. And then this upright straight back to the oxer again. Turn round the back of the toy box to this one.
That's getting you thinking about your turn. Yeah, but that's getting you thinking about your turns.
Yeah, you might need to remind me as we go.
So
start left rein oxer to the upright.
Oh, I get it. I've got the challenge now. I've got to count how many strides on each turn. I wonder if you guys can guess.
So you're going to count how many strides you do. And then
I think it's so then we see when she does a tighter turn that it's going to be less strides, I think.
You just do less strides.
Okay.
So you just ride it how you want to start with, and we'll see what you naturally would do.
Yeah. So it's ride it normally, not speedy.
Yeah, exactly. I want lovely turns.
I hope I can count strides. I hope I can count properly.
Emily, what's your job?
Counting. Yeah, good point. Fair point.
It's up to you.
Don't you dare start with the canter that you first get. One, two, three, four. That makes it easier to remember. Don't think I'm stood in a very good place. Whoa, you're close to that wing. And Karen kept quiet.
Let's just try and go clear.
Right, Emily, how many did she get from that to that and that to that?
14 on both.
Yes, spot on, it was.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Made it actually quite easy for me because I was like, I don't need to remember two numbers.
It was interesting, it was exactly the same amount of strides.
Whereas I definitely didn't plan or look at my line to that one the first time. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I don't think I probably helped because I was my stood was in the way.
Yeah, you might want to be this way.
I know, I thought that.
Tina,
Oh no, emergency SOS.
So because obviously this might be in the ring, this might be a jump that they're not using. You know, that's often what they'll do in the jump off, okay?
Yeah, so you can come inside it.
We can come inside it. So that's what we're going to, next time, because we're going to come around it once and then come inside it again the next time.
Yeah.
We've now done 14 strides.
Yeah.
I want you to get at least 12 strides, at maximum 12 strides now. Okay, so we're going to learn that we don't need to go any quicker.
Okay.
We can just do a tighter, smoother.
And am I doing the whole thing again?
We're going to do the whole thing again. I think you still need a quality canter to clear the fences. So just because you've got a tighter turn, don't deny him of that.
Wow.
Oh, you sweet ball. I'm not sure whether to pull him out of that or not.
No, you were spot on.
I didn't have enough power back here though.
But interestingly, Tina, because your canter and your balance and your hands were soft, he actually made a beautiful shape. Even though he got really under it, that was what was there.
Yeah.
But because your canter was good,
he
jumped it nicely. Yeah. Emily, how many did you get?
It was both 9. I thought you were going to be 8 on that one.
Yeah.
But then the last little stride was a tiny chip in. But
You've gone from 14 to 9 strides.
I know. I
So
think
you've
even on
already
here I'm
saved-
going, whoa.
You've already saved 10 strides.
Oh my god.
Yeah. In a jump off, 10 strides, and normally a stride is at least
I
half
was
a
surprised
second.
at how much
Yeah.
that one was okay, but then landing that, I wasn't meant to turn inside the box, was I?
You should put your timer on for seeing how much time that amount of
Yeah.
strides saves
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Sorry if the lens is getting wet.
Right, have a little breather. Yeah, it's an interesting thing, counting the strides around a course rather than whether you can go any quicker.
Yeah.
Suddenly, you didn't risk him having it because you didn't flatten him,
No.
but you saved so much time. Yeah.
And still get them all up.
Yes. So then it's trying. If you hadn't have had the poles there, do you reckon you would have turned that tight?
No.
No. So no, and
So
that's
you need
fair.
to envisage a part when you're...
When you're walking a jump off, try and think there might be something in that eye line. You say, right, that's the point I can't go past.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because any past St Caroline Moor will go on about again. Anything past that is dead space.
Yeah, don't need it.
You don't need that space.
Yeah, and that
because
only gives you more time to get a flatter canter.
really you need 2 strides.
Yeah.
You need 2 straight strides. Okay.
Yeah, that jumped a lot better than I thought it was going to when I realised how tight the turn was. Oh no.
You don't ever need any more than any room out there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
She's too worried about her car window being open. Oh man. One, two.
Legs for steering.
Oh, I've forgotten how many it was.
He's like Uncle Cameron! Legs for steering and for kicking over the fence.
It was lovely, and then you got there and everything was right, and you were like, oh, that just happened.
Oh dear.
Just come and jump this once on its own.
That's not what we've been
in your defence though, Tina, I really liked the turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked the canter, I liked the turn.
I think that turn was better than her other turns that she's been doing.
The turn was actually nice, Tina. I think it just took him by surprise. Be there. Big pat. Straight round again. He was just genuinely like, oh, that took me by surprise. We haven't had any fillers and then we've got that. Don't chase him, just support him. That's fine. Good. Oh, you would have panicked on that deep stride.
Yeah.
Once more for me. Good, now do the red filler to this. Yeah, red filler, like the last 2 jumps. Yes, once more. Yes. Good, big pat.
Bless him.
Right, well those turns were lovely. Right, have a breather. God, he's jumping well. Isn't he?
Yeah, it is. Bless
He's
him.
jumping really well. So you need to think.
I still need more legs.
No, you can save space with the turn on landing, but don't try and save space with the 2 strides before, okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you were then on 8 strides, not 9 strides. I think the 9 strides is working.
Yeah.
Because you put 9 strides from Oxford to this.
Yeah.
And I'm getting really technical.
No.
But you've got 9 strides.
Glad you can count.
Which meant you had 2 straight strides. You've got, okay, right, now we're going to get really...
Oh, that was really wet.
Yeah.
Turn back to upright, to Oxer.
Yeah.
right rein to filler, and then all the way around the arena. So you've got loads of time galloping to your joker fence here. So you've now got loads of time, which is sometimes even worse.
Yeah, and they do that in jump-offs, don't they? That you've got like a massive...
Yes, exactly.
I was going to say massive time, but not massive fence.
So, and the difference obviously with BS as opposed to BE, BE they would never build that. No. BS they could. Okay, so BS they would purposely give you 2, maybe 3 rails if it was bigger and make it gappy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, BE they would never be that mean, they would fill it in. Okay, because they don't expect our jumpers to be as good. But if you're going to be a show jumper, Tina.
Oh, I'm indecisive. I like a bit of both, so maybe one more pole.
I love how there's no question that you might go BD.
Funny that.
We know you like a bit of both, but
Sorry?
Well, eventing and show jumping. So where are you going?
Am I starting down this one, yeah? The Oxer?
No. Oh. Red one that way.
Oh, red one that way, turn to this one.
So make it brilliant.
You're about to win your first Newcomers if you go well.
Hey?
Nothing.
You're about to win and go to your first Newcomers or Fox Centre if it goes well. Good.
I'm really quite tangled up here, aren't we now?
Is it even? I'm counting on landing.
Good boy, sorry. I didn't wake up.
Shush! Shouldn't be talking.
I want to start again.
Go!
Where am I going?
Go! Go!
I've lost him.
Okay.
I've lost enthusiasm. Good boy.
Lovely.
Why did you say so? Why did you say you've lost enthusiasm? And
Then kick on!
I didn't know what I was doing or where I was going, if I'm honest. I was a bit...
but purposely
Sorry.
I wasn't going to help you.
I know, so
Okay,
thank
because
you.
I can't help you.
No, I know.
Okay.
Outside influence.
What was irritating was you were moaning when actually it was looking really nice. You actually did give yourself 2 straight strides to that upright and you jumped it nice, and you only put 8 strides in there as well. So that was your best turn yet. That's why I was confused about why you went, I don't like it.
I think I didn't really know what I was doing,
Okay,
so
well,
I felt like...
I actually really liked it. You actually saved time there. You jumped the oxer really beautifully. Really beautifully, and then you turned back to that. I was confused about where your mind was going because I liked what I was seeing.
I was confused
Well,
too.
do it again then. Do it again.
1, 2. Yeah, I think I kept thinking I was turning to this. And I was a bit
Okay, now I
confused.
enjoyed what
I was
you
a bit
were doing.
confused about my course.
Okay.
But I know it now.
Yeah. Now make it brilliant.
So that's something that you need to take away, is make sure you know your jump off
Exactly.
Before
starting, yeah.
Otherwise, when you dithered then, you wasted probably another 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, a bit like when I waved at the camera and got 1.6 time penny, please.
And Tina?
Yes, focus.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any talking here. Okay?
I know, sorry, I jumped in to tell her to
I
shut
know, you were right, Emily. Right, focus!
Nice.
Body. Turn. React.
Yes.
Even.
Hey!
Because you kept the connection.
Yeah.
As you said even, you didn't have to tell me.
Yeah, but because he was even, he could push on that.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Wow. You would have won that jump off.
Yeah.
You would have, no, genuinely, you'd have won
Yeah,
that
and I
jump
cut
off.
inside the boat.
Yeah, that was stunning. Good boy.
Does it make you want to get on and do it bareback?
Yeah. That was a one. So, Tina, amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
I think I counted at least, you only did 8 or 9 strides quite consistently our accountant is agreeing that you did only 8 or 9 as opposed to it's like you're doing 14 strides. Isn't that crazy?
It's an interesting way of thinking about it rather than thinking I'm just going to go faster.
Yeah. Yeah,
Less strides.
but always thinking, can I have the 2 straight strides before the fence? So he's got that time to push evenly.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
And when you've got a big joker coming up, often the last fence, they'll give you so much distance to get to and you're a bit like, oh my God, I got too much time to panic.
Yeah.
All you need to think about is he even? Is he even? Is he even? So then, he was long, but if he was short, he would have been fine as well.
Yeah.
Because he was pushing there.
Yeah.
Shall
not
I do a
pushing
swap?
off one
you
leg.
take the dog and the camera and I'll walk in the feet.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, he needs to. I did think that. Thank you.
So yeah, no, I am really, really pleased. Really pleased.
really pleased. Really, really wet.
God, I'm so wet.
So am I.
look like a mess.
I'm hoping.
But I'm not wet underneath. I'm wearing toggy.
Oh, good. I should have put a coat on, but I would have been hot. Thank you.
No, really good.
No, that was good. So BS.
Goals. Yeah.
Going forward. I need to think about it.
You need to look at the calendar. We spoke about the 100-3 day. That's still a good aim.
Oh, yeah.
And you're not going to that thinking I want to win. Going to that thinking I want to enjoy my horse.
Yeah, and I want to complete it, and
exactly.
I want to clear cross country.
Yeah, exactly. And then BS wise, I think because has he got any winnings or anything? So he could do anything. It's not like he's out.
Yeah, all we've done together.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So British novice.
Yeah, I've done 2 of them now.
Double clear.
Yeah. Won the first one, came second, and the second
exactly.
one. So
Very
does
good.
that qualify me for something, does it? I don't know.
It's more, you have to do 4 double clears.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then you
it's
qualify.
the double clears you need, not the placings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you do 4 double clears, and then that qualifies you for a second round of British novice.
What's that mean?
So it'll be at some point in the year.
Yeah.
There's a second round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bit like regional final.
But then that's up at a metre.
Oh, okay, but
And
it's
then-
still called British Novice.
Still British novice second round. And then the final can go up to 105, maybe 110.
Oh,
but that's
okay.
why you have to start off at a level that you're comfortable at, because the second and third rounds
Get more challenging.
Oh,
okay.
And because like the discovery would be 110, 115 third round. So yes, but
What was that?
going towards.
What was that, Drew?
We're up at a good just over 110.
Okay.
Which to me felt comfortable. Very comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, considering our first warm-up
Your
jump,
feet were on the ground.
but our first warm-up jump was a metre.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, when your voice is in my head, it does feel a whole lot
But
easier.
it's trying to think, Emily was spot on. Really, you know how I want you to ride now.
Yeah.
Our lovely groom over there.
Yeah.
You know how I want you to ride, so really I don't need to tell you anything new. It's just you doing
Put it into
something in that
place.
moment. Yeah. You're very
Rather
quick
than
at
flapping.
saying good boy to him, but actually when you say good boy, you get a bit passive. Okay, and actually in that
that makes
moment he
sense.
needs you to be active.
Yeah, getting ready for the next job.
So actually he'll thank you more for doing something rather than saying good boy in that moment. Say good boy when he's done.
If you watch my head cam round, it's good boy, clever pony.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
you're clever.
the problem is I love that, and cross country that's great because you've got time in between.
Yeah,
But when
not
you're
so
show
good.
jumping and things are coming up so quick, every time that you relax and say good boy, he needed you to put your leg on for his sake.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you finish the round, you've got time to relax, then say good boy.
We need to run to the car quickly because I've got something for
Yeah.
you to put in your car.
I'm scared.
But no, it's something nice. It's a present.
Okay. Oh, that sounds very nice. Very
yeah,
nice.
but Nala keeps twisting me up. We're going to the car, Em. Thank you very much. I enjoy
That was
every
really
lesson.
good,
It's
really
mad. I was saying at the beginning of my vlog, Nala's still twisting me up with the lead.
Shall I take Nala?
Yeah.
I'll take Nala.
How up until October 2020,
Yeah.
I've never had a solo lesson because it scared me so much.
Really?
Yeah.
Now you can't get enough of them.
I know, I can't get enough of you. Yeah, well, apparently I fancy you, Cameron, don't I?
I know,
Do we
I've
need to
read
clear this room we're up here?
Well, I don't know. The chemistry's there.
I know. Perhaps I'll just leave it lingering. Oh, where's my present for you? It was in the door that I opened. Look what I bought for you. What did you like at camp?
Oh my God, yes!
And you're a naughty
I was
boy.
actually yes, why?
Because you spend all day teaching and you
I know, I
don't
eat
fuel
anything.
yourself.
I'm going to have several of these right now, I think.
Yeah. And I knew you tried
thank
coffee
you.
at camp, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I love that
and
one.
what else did you try?
What else?
Well, I put 3 coffees in because I
tried
knew
the
you like
strawberry
that.
lassie. I love that one.
Okay.
And mango's my favourite.
Oh, okay.
Mango's my favourite.
Oh, shall I
actually.
take this
never
one back then?
Oh, no,
Because
I'll
that's my
take that
favourite.
as well.
Right, this is going to time out. Thank you.
Perfect. Lots of love.
you.
Yeah, really,
No,
really
honestly,
good.
thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
I will
My
be
pleasure.
ringing you after I've looked at the
Yeah,
fixtures
yeah,
list though, and
yeah.
thank you for getting soaking
No,
wet,
really
and
good, really good.
let's sort the pony out.
Really good.
What did you just say to me?
I said, my only love affair is with Banksy, and you just happen to be in the way of it.
Oh, does that mean I need to leave him here?
Yeah, that's it.
Nah, he won't fit in that car.
No.
See you soon.
No, really.